Hey there, guys. For those of you who saw yesterday's video, I want to apologize for not taking the time to actually talk about what was going on. I had just gotten back from a dirt biking trip. I was actually pretty tired, and then I saw that video, and I was so disgusted that I just couldn't, I just couldn't, I just, I, you know, it trips me out how socially broken and retarded and fucked up some people are, almost to the point of shock. The behavior that I saw in that video is the sort of stuff that I would expect to see in a third world country. That's the kind of shit that goes on in Iraq, for example, a place that I've been. I did not expect to see something that heinous, that grotesque, going on here in America. I mean, to be fair, it's Chicago, and Chicago is barely part of the first world country that we live in, but yeah. So a lot of people are asking stuff like, oh gosh, I sure hope they got arrested. Well, they did. They were arrested, and there's their booking, their mug photos, or mug shots, sorry. Brittany up in the top left there, who is looking like she's been crying some tears. I wonder where those tears were when she was aiding and torturing a kidnapped special needs kid, simply for being white and simply for being a Donald Trump supporter. A lot of people are saying, oh, this is a lot of the BLM folks are saying, oh, this is not a hate crime. It's not a hate crime. Well, I hate to break it to you, but kidnapping and torturing somebody because they're white is a hate crime. Even if it was primarily because they're Trump supporters, I want to point out that kidnapping and torturing a special needs individual is a hate crime. Any way you look at this, it's a hate crime. The fact that anybody would support this kind of behavior says an awful lot about how fucked up people are. It says a lot about how backwards people are. And this is not the kind of behavior we need if we're going to step forward in improving this country and making it a better place to live. Really what this is going to do is it's going to incite violence. It's going to incite a lot of violence. Really, it's going to increase tensions, to a degree that just isn't going to help us. So why do it? Why are people insisting on doing it? They think, oh, it's time for a war against white people. What is that going to accomplish? You're 13% of the population. So you're going to intentionally lead your entire group of people, your entire community into what? A slaughter? And I don't know many white people that want to have this fight. I don't want to have this fight. I live in a nice neighborhood. I treat my neighbors well. Some of them are black, some are Mexican, some are, white, some are whatever, and I don't want to have this fight, but I swear to God, I will defend myself and my family, and I'll defend my neighbors, and that's all there is to it, So, for all these people that go out and say that BLM is about peace and it's about, improving the black community, how does this improve the black community? How does this make things better for anybody? I don't see that it does. To me, what I see is that this perpetuates the idea that black people are violent savages. It emboldens the really deep, scary, alt-right group of people who believe that, this is, that black people are bad and that, they need to be taken care of. I mean, this emboldens that. This increases racial tensions. It does not make white people more positive towards your group. It doesn't make anybody want to do anything but stop you people from doing this kind of shit. Like, let's take a minute to look at these people. You know, look at the two male individuals whose names I just don't know, I can't find right now. They honestly think they're tough. They think they're hardcore. They beat up a fucking retard. And they think they're fucking cool. Like, look at this dude. He thinks he's fucking tough as shit. I've got a 10-year-old kid that could probably beat that dude's ass. So how is this going to help anybody? Before we go any further down this rabbit hole, I want to point something out. Brittany Herring there? Repeat offender. This is from a booking in, I believe it was October, where Brittany Herring was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon. I believe it was assault with a deadly weapon. No, it was something else. I don't know what she was arrested for in this, but she was arrested for something else. Repeat offender. I mean, it goes right down to the same old, same old. It's the same group of people committing the crimes. It's always been the same groups of people committing the crimes. So, let's go down the rabbit hole of BLM, right? So, people have said that BLM is a protest group that is there to improve the black community. It's a pro-black community, and it's there to improve awareness and get black people more opportunities. These are the same people that believe that black people should have their own country inside the United States, or rather they should get a piece of land that they can secede from the United States with. They believe that you should only buy and sell things from black people. They believe that you shouldn't engage in interracial dating, interracial marriage, or interracial breeding. They believe a lot of things, really. But what do they do? That's the real question. See, the thing is people don't judge you necessarily just based off of the things they say. For a bigger portion, they judge you based off of the things you do. So you've got BLM goes out, beats a guy up for not... Well, first of all, like 10 or 12 dudes approach a white guy inside of a McDonald's parking lot at night, so he's already kind of at a disadvantage and feeling like he's in danger. If any 12 dudes fucking approach me in the middle of the night and are acting hostile towards me, I'm going to presume that there's a threat, regardless of what color they are, right? So then they presume to demand that he says that Black Lives Matter. Now, from my point of view, all lives matter. Now, some lives matter a little more, some a little less, depending on the quality of the person, but none of these things are based off of their skin color, right? But I believe that all lives matter. So, they presume to sit there and start demanding that he say that Black Lives Matter. He refuses because he does. Probably is not gonna sit there and tolerate being bullied. I wouldn't either. And then these 12 dudes proceed to beat him unconscious and steal his wallet. These are the kind of things that Black Lives Matter do. They go out and they riot and burn things, fucking steal. They go out and they fucking kidnap special needs white kids and torture them for being Trump supporters. That's what BLM does. So you want to know what fucking BLM is? They're domestic terrorists. If they were fucking Muslim, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. If they were Muslim, the news would probably even be saying that they're domestic terrorists. But my bigger question to you is, if white people have so much privilege and black people are so disadvantaged, how come the mainstream media didn't touch this story? Why aren't they talking about this? A special needs kid was kidnapped, forced to drink out of a toilet bowl. They cut on this kid. They beat this kid up. And they forced this kid to say disparaging things about his own culture and about the person that he supports. This kid was probably in fear, justifiably, I might add, in fear of his life. Why isn't the news touching this? If white people are so fucking privileged, if it's so great to be a white person, then why? Because according to a lot of the pro-black people that I've met, the BLM supporters, as well as the black racists, Cynthia G supporters, and so forth, who have said, according to them, these four individuals should be facing the fucking gas chamber or the fucking needle or the chair. Based on which I don't even think Chicago is a death penalty state, but whatever. But that's my point. I mean, really, I mean, if we were so privileged, then how come Brittany Herring is out on bail? But hey, whatever, right? It's so great to be a white person. Anyway, look at that. I need to fucking take down the rest of my Christmas tree, huh? That's ridiculous. I've been lazy. Anywho, let me know what you think about this, and talk to you later.